For that high-profile hearing, a high-profile viewer, seething and aggrieved.
I just watched a little bit of this on television. It's a disgrace to our country. It's another witch hunt. Here we go again. It's Adam Schiff and his crew making up stories and sitting there like pious, whatever you want to call them. The Democrats are going to lose the election. They know it. That's why they're doing it. And it should never be allowed what's happened to this president.
Publicly, the president's blasting Democrats after privately doing the same today to the anonymous whistleblower at a closed-door diplomatic event in New York. The audio obtained by the Los Angeles Times.
But basically, that person never saw the report, almost a spy. I want to know who's the person that gave the whistleblower, who's the person that gave the whistleblower the information? Because that's close to a spy. You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? The spies and treason. We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
Treason is a crime punishable by death, with the president making those comments with children in the audience, according to a person briefed on those remarks. Now, inside the West Wing, there appears to be rising anxiety, unease, and concern, as one source close to the White House described the mood. Another, painting a picture of shell-shocked staffers with growing fears impeachment pressure could trigger erratic and maybe unmanageable behavior from the president. That said, some allies I've spoken with believe the president can survive this politically as he and his supporters seek to undermine the whistleblower's credibility by seizing on the acknowledgement he or she has no firsthand knowledge of the allegations in question.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.